The pews are just so much different when they're like not in person, I feel like.
Oh, it's way different. But being able to act like, because Robert's behind me, getting to see his face close up to
that joy he gets
is so good.
Like,
what's up,
okay,
guys?
It's my time to shine. It's my time to shine and make them stop pewing. Yeah, happy Gravy Day. Happy Gravy Day, fam. The Gravy Gang is back together, and we're not just talking us. We're talking you guys too, listening and watching. It's episode 345 of Pass the Gravy and another quarantine Zoom episode of the podcast.
Oh, man, we got a sequential number going on. 345. Let's go.
345. 3, 4. Oh, that's what sequential number means. Well, look at that. Look at me.
I don't know.
I
mean, I think that's the word I used for it.
Sounds right. It sounds right. Okay, I had an idea to pitch to you guys right off the bat. We were kind of shooting the shit before we started, but I didn't want to pitch it until just now. All right. So hand sanitizer's been flying off the shelf, right? Everything cleaning product. You know, nobody wants to get the Rona, right?
Correct.
Exactly. See, you're with me. Good.
I'm tracking so far.
Okay. All right. Well, I thought of a way where we could make a lot of money and maybe not necessarily prevent the spread, but we could make a lot of money in the meantime. Okay. So say we get a bunch of soap and water. We market it like everybody's going to the beach. Okay. Like this weekend, the beach is open and people were like, oh, we're not going to, like, a lot of people just didn't like respect social distancing at all. Some people went and were distant, but like a lot of people didn't. But what if we told people that like Rona was in the sand? Now this is all obviously, if you're listening, this is confidential, verbal trademark. We own this. You're our attorney-client privilege. You can't tell anybody. But like, what if we just told people that like the Rona could be transmitted by sand? So then we make something that's like, oh, if you want to go to the beach, you can be safe with sand Hanitizer, not hand sanitizer, sand Hanitizer. And then you just got to put it in the sand. You got to put this like juice that we give you, which is really just like a tub or like you know, like a I don't know, some sort of bottle that you would just pour out, and you'd be like, yeah, you pour that on the sand around you and you're good. It's like I think Emma wasn't a huge fan of this, but she was saying like in Hocus Pocus that they would put salt around themselves so the witches couldn't get them. Like we could just put a little circle around yourself of this sand Hanitizer and the Rona can't get you. And like, we'll just market it as like 99.9% effective or 99% effective. Let's not go too crazy. And then if like anybody gets sick, we're like, well, you were the 1%. I'm sorry, man. Like, that's unfortunate. But we'll sell a shit ton of it because nobody wants to get the Rona. So they'll all buy it. Everybody wants to go to the beach. And then boom, we're done.
Robert, you want to take this first or should I?
Like we could be so rich. How much money could we make?
All right, well, I got two thoughts on it. One,
love it.
I think instead of going with a liquid, you should go with more of a citronella candle situation where you can just stick that into the sand and say it just creates like a 10-foot bubble.
You know, that's a lot less like
if we're going to lie to people
anyway. Okay.
Two, this is opening us up to so many lawsuits that we can't afford.
No, but that's what I just covered.
Up lying.
You're
straight up lying.
I just covered the fact we just say 99% because like we don't know that it doesn't. Like we don't know that just a bunch of soap and water with a couple of crazy scents, depending on who we want to sell to, like we don't know that doesn't stop it. Because
you're sounding very Alex Jonesy right now.
Washing your hands with soap and water gets rid of the coronavirus if you have it on your hands, correct?
It doesn't get rid of it. It just will help keep you safe from it.
So then if putting soap and water and whatever scents we want all over a bunch of sand, then that's kind of the same thing. You're like washing the sand's hands.
There's the problem, though. I feel like with soap, it's going to make the sand get stuck to you even better. So then you're going to have more sand in your ass crack.
But it's clean sand now. Because the soap.
I don't think so.
And that's the 99% thing. Because then, like, we're like, oh, dude, that's just like, you know, percentages. Sometimes there's that one. You're the 1%, and a lot of people want to be the 1%.
That you're trying to make a couple extra bucks, but not every idea is a hit.
I don't think it's not a hit.
I'm trying to help you land the plane on this one.
And the name alone, people are gonna buy because it sounds like hand sanitizer, sand Hanitizer, and like it's awesome. Maybe we'll get Sean Hannity to market it. Now that's
But I'm thinking,
Stan
especially
Hannity-izer.
I think if you're going to go that way, I think you want to go with the citronella candle. Or like, if you light this, it's going to keep Corona away in a 10-foot diameter.
What if we come out with like the original just liquid, and then it's like, you know how like off bug spray used to just be the can of spray?
Mhm.
Like you get that. Like then they were like, oh, but now we got these just wristbands you can put on with the bug spray on it. So the bugs will stay away if you just got this wristband. How crazy is that? I'm like, okay, like that sounds cool. Like it's innovative. So we hang on to the citronella candle for a little bit, and then after we put out the big citronella candles, aka sand Hanitizer candles, we bring the baby sand Hanitizer candles out. And you're like, you just got a little patio, you're good. See, then we can like keep like putting out new products, so we're making more money while like we sell out of all the liquid, and then we give them the citronella stuff, and then they're like, oh,
just
shit.
Going deeper and deeper into the fraud.
Not fraud, because we're not 100% sure if any of this like doesn't work.
We're not any % sure that it does work.
But then you get out of it by just saying not FDA approved. That's how they can sell like any vitamin, I'm pretty sure. Look, guys,
we
I didn't
might
do
as
a ton
well
of
do
research, but I think I've got what I'm talking about.
And we'll have Alex Jones sell it, because anybody that's buying his shit anyway, you're dumb. Like, we'll just sell it on anti-vax websites. Like, these are all the people that we hope actually get this shit, so let's just sell it to them. Like, we'll find a way to put a secret message on there that anyone that's not a complete idiot will like spot out. Like the first letter of every line on the back of it, like of the description on the back of the bottle or whatever, will spell out like, this doesn't work. It's just for stupid people. Let this happen. So then like just all the dumb people will get it, and we can just get rid of their bloodlines. So actually now I'm behind it.
Yeah.
Like
see?
if we're going to cause a mass genocide of dumb people,
I don't know about.
I can actually get behind that.
Let's step back on the word genocide.
I really like your idea of mass genocide, Alex. This is
not my idea.
Alex,
that wasn't mine. That was Pat. That was Pat's idea.
Alex is really good at ethnic cleanse. Or I guess
I know you. This is all your idea. This is all your idea, dick. No. I was like, I'm trying to keep people safe.
Alex, our fearless leader,
from viruses, not other people or any particular kind of
supreme
person.
Ruler Alex is great at genocide.
Nope. Don't put that voodoo on me. But like we could like I can just hear the
Kim Jong-un.
I work in radio,
right
and I can hear the commercial for sand Hanitizer like right now. Like, hold on, I even got like, what if I went with a background? Maybe I go with a crazy back. That doesn't work.
Wow, your face disappeared.
Hi. Have you ever wanted to go to the beach but you feel too Rona-y? Well, try some sand Hanitizer.
It's fucking
and
creepy.
It'll be fine. Sand Hanitizer. Order at PassTheGravyMerch.com.
Why did your face just disappear?
I don't know. Apparently, my face is the same color as the wall.
I was about to say, man, you're white.
Yeah, I guess so. That was weird. I just realized I had like a background that was a beach, so I was like, I don't know, that'd be funny. But yeah, sand Hanitizer. Let's not rule it out.
No, the direction we took at the end, I'm fully behind.
We need to make a poll on our Twitter and just put it up for like 24 hours, just because then by the time most people listen to it, like they'll be like, oh wait, we thought he said hand. Just put sand Hanitizer, yay or nay, and then people think we're just saying hand sanitizer, and they're like, see, people wanted it. You people wanted it.
It's leader Alex's final solution
nope,
to the
nothing like
coronavirus
that.
problem.
No, none of that. Don't you put that on me. I'm making a poll. I'm making a poll right now.
Oh, man. See, this is when we need Pat McClellan on here. We went all dictator.
Yeah.
He'd be all over the
Sand
Hitler
Hanitizer.
references right now.
Sand Hanitizer, final solution.
No.
That'll be the last product that we put out for it. This is our final solution.
And there. Just tweeted it out. So hopefully a lot of you listening to this now have already voted and didn't realize that it was actually not, in fact, a misspelling of hand sanitizer. That sand Hanitizer was really hip. And then we're going to the marketing. And like next week, I'll have a whole like prototype for you guys and everything. All right. Sand Hanitizer. It's happening. All right. Let's get into where you've been before this gets worse. Do you guys? I guess where you been is where we just tell you guys where we've been. So here we go. This is where we've been.
Where you been? 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 Where you been at? Where you been? Where you been? Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been out? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
Who wants to go first, buddies?
I'll go first because I haven't done a whole lot. Basically, all I did is I used I went through the Pass the Gravy PassTheGravyPod.com Amazon banner, and I finally, after 3.5, 4, 5, something like that years, I'm finally getting a new phone.
Oh.
All right, got it. I'm finally upgrading from the 6S. Now, most people, when you get a new phone, you'd be like, oh, what's out right now? The 11, the SE, maybe you even just get the iPhone 10, like go back a couple. No, you guys all know I'm very, very cheap, so I'm still not paying $600.
Like 5 years behind still.
Yeah, I got an iPhone 8, which is still a massive upgrade. I was looking at all the specs on it. My 6S.
It has a camera. Wow.
It was a 16 gig phone.
It takes color pictures.
Yeah. the new one I have
does
is now
video.
60,
Did you guys know that?
64 gig. So I was like, oh, now I can hold even more bullshit on my phone that I don't need, and games and apps that I'll fucking use once and then never touch again.
See, I don't understand the logic on that, because with me, if it's something I feel like I'm going to use all the time, although on cars I kind of go cheap. I just want the cars to work. So I get a Ford Focus because it's affordable, it's got good gas mileage and shit like that. But with a phone, it's I use that every day. If I want a cool phone, I want it to be.
I don't give a shit about it being
I'll
cool.
pay extra for the extra storage, to get the biggest storage.
Functional.
I want the one that I like.
I've dealt with 16 gigs for all these years. I've got 64 or something like that now. That's fucking way more than I need. I'm good.
I'll pay extra to what amounts to really just electronic tape for my phones. So
yeah, you have that in your headphones too.
Yeah.
Haven't set it up yet.
It looks badass.
Gonna do that
though,
after the
Bobby.
podcast.
It looks badass. If you're not watching the video version, Robert has a wood phone back that you said is tape.
It's pretty much it's
skin.
It's a skin, but it's pretty much just electronic tape, overpriced.
But it looks cool though, and it's I don't know. I feel like you use phones all the time.
I just need functionality. My phone still functions perfectly. It's just the maximum battery. You can go into settings and see what your max battery life is. Mine's 66%. My battery is garbage, so I have to carry a portable charger with me everywhere. Constantly charge the phone. The plug-in port is kind of fucked up. So if it moves, it won't be charging anymore. I have to make sure it's plugged in at a certain angle. It's just become a pain. And like I said, I was cheap. So I wasn't going to spend $600, $700, up to $1,000 on one of the newer phones. I got this for $250. So fuck yeah, I'm fine with that. I almost got
for another $200, you could have gotten the new phone.
Oh, so double the price for something that does exactly the same shit for me.
But you use hours every single day.
Okay, but what new feature is there? 3 cameras? I don't take pictures.
I mean, it's faster.
It's faster.
This thing's already going to be faster than my phone I have right now, and this thing's
right. But
fast.
just imagine if you jumped to the new phone, you'd be like, oh my god, this is amazing.
My phone is already fast. I don't it doesn't bother me.
No, I mean I understand you're a guy that wants to save the money, but for me it's like a phone is something that you I am always on it. So it's I'll pay that extra money. With my computer, I paid I wanted a specific computer and I saved up and went and got that, I didn't just buy a cheap computer.
A computer's different though.
Stuff like that.
Because
a phone is a baby computer that you take with you everywhere.
Here's the thing though, the phone upgrades that have come out over the years, what are they? Better cameras, being able to turn yourself into an emoji. I don't do any of that shit.
Well, maybe you should start because it's kind of tight sometimes.
Why? The only thing I would use in my group chat, that's what I was gonna say. The only time I would use it is to go into my group chat and, as a giraffe, tell my friends to eat a bag of dicks.
Which you can do so much. My friend
or
Tessa
I can just
tell
them
a lot of times we'll just have entire conversations in the the animal emoji things. It's just what are you doing?
Here's what I got to say too. When it first came out, a couple people in the group chat were using it, and it died really quick. I haven't seen one of those in months.
Well, but it's nice to be able to pepper it in there. If there's a joke that you could hammer home by saying with an owl or a super a specific animal.
But are there any actual features that are on the newer phones that aren't on iPhone 8 that like really like do anything other than just weird shit you can do with it?
I mean, it's tight shit. It's like you can like I don't know. Like I always find like I edit on my phone a lot too. Like I guess I do a lot of stuff that you don't do.
Yeah.
Like I edit videos on my phone every day now doing the Hot Wheels races and stuff like that. So like I like the ability and like the easiness of iPhones now where you can just hit the edit thing. You can figure like it's much easier to use. So like I feel like with the older phone, like the battery, like your battery's gonna die faster than mine is anyways, just because you have more out of date stuff. And a lot of times that means it's got to run more. It's got to do a lot more. So I feel like your battery life is going to get better, but it's not going to be fixed.
I mean, my battery's also just died down from years, not only years of using it, but years of just playing games and overclocking that shit way too much.
I mean, it's your phone.
Like,
so
like I said,
I mean, I'm not
said,
judging. I'm just personally, I pay the extra money for the phone.
You edit on there. All I use my phone for is like texting, some calls, checking social media, and Googling weird shit. Occasionally I play a game on there. I really don't even play games anymore.
Okay.
So it's like,
okay,
it's not big, but it has risen a couple issues for me already that I realized now I got to go get a new case for it. I got to go find an OtterBox for an iPhone fucking 8. I'm really hoping I don't have to Amazon this shit and wait a week. Hopefully Walmart will still have it. I feel like last time I was there, I saw some, and now I got to go find this. I'm probably going to have to like go to a phone store or order online. I got to buy the glass screen protector.
Okay.
Because I don't want to chip the actual screen.
Get the one with the tent on it, so like
they have can't see from the side.
Yeah, for like cheating boyfriends and girlfriends, where it's like, I just got it because I don't want people to see my phone. It's like, what is on your phone that you don't want people to see, man? Like,
I'm just scrolling through my nudes in public.
I just look at it all the time. Although I do like on Instagram, we do that Instagram feature of the day where it's just like models. It's like I tend to follow them, and then like if I open my phone in public, I'm like, oh. Sorry.
Ooh, gigantic T-tops.
Yeah, that was an ass.
So that, and then I think I'm one episode short of finishing season 2 of Breaking Bad.
Nice.
So that's all I've done.
Okay. Jokes. What about you, bud?
So I want to tell you guys a story about what I saw, which is the weirdest thing I've seen in a while, on Sunday afternoon.
My penis.
No, that's pretty normal. You always like to flash before we start recording.
He does.
That's true.
It's So I was dropping Sam off at home, and I saw a guy who was driving really slow in front of me, and I didn't understand why. I thought he was parked actually because he was moving that slow. And as I'm getting closer to him, I realize he's moving so slow because he's holding like a kid's inflatable pool outside of his car. He's holding it. He is driving and he's holding it outside of the window, outside of the car, and going like 5 miles an hour. And just, I guess it didn't fit in his car, so he had to resort to holding it outside of the car.
Like on the side, or like holding it on the roof?
No, holding it on the side. Like he was holding it down, holding it down while driving.
Safe?
I guess so. But he, like I said, he was going like 5 miles an hour.
But like,
I would have lost my mind.
I hate when people do that. It's like, dude, just because you're doing that doesn't mean you get to slow down everybody else.
Yeah. It was, I didn't see that before. Do you guys ever see just people? You don't normally see.
I've seen people with like mattresses and stuff.
But they hold it on top.
They're holding it on top. This guy was physically holding it with his hand, with his arm, had his arms outside.
On the side. I've never seen that.
Yeah, like couldn't you like shove it in the back enough, like bend it up, or like?
That's what she said.
That's, you could say that.
I don't know. I want to. I'm
inflate it when you get there. I don't know.
It was one of the plastic ones.
One
of the plastic ones. So he probably didn't want to bend it, but
still,
I don't know. I would have bent it instead of holding it outside.
Yeah, that looks weird.
That must have been tiring because like you're holding it outside like this, your arm's gonna get tired. It's it's a pool, plastic pool, so it's not heavy. But when you're holding it for that long, I'm sure it gets heavy.
That is weird. That's a really weird.
It's super weird.
So that's where you've been.
And that's where I've been.
That one experience is the one I've had in the last week.
Yes.
I mean, I haven't really done anything crazy either. I've been pumping out some content. We got on the Pass the Gravy Pod Twitch channel now, so we're now on Twitch. I told you guys we've been saying for like months we were going to get on Twitch, and now that's true. So we didn't lie. It just took us a very long time to make that happen. But Pass the Gravy Pod, all one word, just like our Twitter, on twitch.tv, I believe. So go search for us, give us a subscribe, follow us, whatever it is on Twitch. And I'm definitely on weekends, I'll be hitting up Twitch while we're in quarantine. Weekdays just haven't been working out with if we're like doing the second podcast and everything, like I'm fluctuating like where I'm scheduling stuff whenever the guests can do it. So I can't have like a set schedule, but like I did like from like 11:30 to like 2 a.m. on Saturday to Sunday. Played with our boy David Ruiz up for Rookie of the Year. We were playing some GTA, and I know Skylar at one point was watching me when I was testing it out. Then Todd Voss.
Did you tell him it was past his bedtime?
I did not. And I think I was playing during the day when I was testing out to see like if the camera and everything worked. Because it's one of those.
You're doing Twitch at night?
I've been I'm gonna try to do it at night, like when I have time to do it at night. But like I did it on Saturday night and or on Friday night, and I did it on Saturday night.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, are you spending any time with Emma at all with these other podcasts, and now you're twitching?
I think she's actually pretty happy with all this time.
Honestly, I think it works out better for her that way. The less time that anybody has to spend with me, the best, probably.
Alex isn't bothering her. She can just draw a bubble bath, get a glass of wine.
Well, it was funny because I was like playing Twitch, and I was sitting next to her on the couch the whole time. Like she was playing on her computer the whole time, and so it was like she was playing games on her computer. So it was like we were just kind of hanging out. We do that a lot, though. Sometimes we'll just be like, "You want to Vids game?" And like that's what we'll just do for like 2-3 hours. Where it's like, all right, cool. Like especially if it's like a Saturday, we don't have anything to do. Like that's kind of cool, and like I think that's one of the reasons we get along. We're able to just kind of chill next to each other, and like we have conversations and stuff. Like I would mute the thing sometimes and talk with her and stuff for a little bit, but like it was cool. I didn't realize that David Ruiz joined my like group and we were playing GTA together though, and I thought everybody else could hear him and you could not. So I'm figuring out Twitch. I'm a newbie at it, but I don't know. I didn't think anybody would ever want to watch me play video games, and some of you guys did. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in. If you guys just give us the follow, Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitch. So hit us up, and then we'll
we got to get.
Shit.
I think some Madden games on Twitch would be electric.
I'm not great at Madden though. We
but I'll play with
we're
shitty
both
teams.
Neutral at though. Let's go like 2K, because I'm probably not good at 2K either.
I'm not buying 2K.
You can probably get it cheap. We'll buy an old one.
That's an idea.
Let's see like if we can buy like what the oldest like year NBA game we can buy. Like if we can buy like NBA with Tracy McGrady on it, like 04. Like, that would be tight.
Dude, if we could get the Jordan edition, the 11 one, that game was so much fun.
Just play with Jordan. I don't know. But they have blacktop on that where you can just like pick 5 people. I think that would be fun to play just 1v1. FIFA has like a blacktop, and I wish you would like. I don't know if you would trust me. Like I wouldn't trust you to like play against an NHL because you'd probably smoke me. But even though I'm not good at FIFA, but FIFA's fast at least.
No, like I was thinking like NHL would be fun too, but like I don't think anybody else would want to watch us playing hockey.
I didn't think anybody would want to watch me fuck around in GTA, and they did. So like I don't
think
know.
NHL would be fun though, just because like I know I play, but I only play the single player mode. I'm absolute garbage when I have to control multiple people. I have no idea what's going on.
That's how I feel like when I play FIFA. Even though like if I play like against the computer and stuff, I'll play an online game and like an online match with somebody, and I just get like smoked. And I'm like, that
just
wasn't
destroyed by
like,
an 11.
I'm really good. I thought I was so good. I'm smoking every game that I'm playing against the computer, and it's like, yo, shit, that guy's really good. Damn, all right. I'm just gonna go back and play the computer again.
All right, so we'll start brainstorming. We'll figure out something that we can play together.
Yeah, I was thinking, and we should probably talk about this off the, I guess, but I was thinking about just like I have the backwards compatible stuff for Xbox 360. So like I have Red Dead Redemption, not the second one, the first one. I was like, what if I just do the story mode on that? Like that's kind of like a movie you'd watch. Maybe people would watch that. Like the old.
Is that one backwards? Oh, you know what it is? I just have it on my hard drive from my old Xbox system.
So maybe I don't know. I'll think about it. But like this weekend, I'll do some twitching. I'm trying to get Pat on it. We got to get Pat to have to get a camera out there. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to work on this week. Either find a Connect for cheap or just find one of those other cameras that you can plug into your Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm working on that.
So yeah, I've been doing Twitch. Did the bonus podcast over the weekend. Recorded with Ivory Hecker from Fox 26, local musician and like fitness. Like she's fucking fit as shit, and she talked about working out, and I tried to be like, how do you do it? And she's wired different, man. She's cool as shit, but she's wired different, and she likes working out. And I was like, I just get tired. I get very tired fast, even thinking about working out. So no. But if you haven't listened to the bonus episode or the Monday episode of this week's podcast, go back and listen to that after you're done with this. And then I recorded yesterday. That's going to be out next Monday. Dusty Rhodes, one of my favorite local comedians, and that was one of the most fun times I've ever had on a podcast with a guest. So like that was awesome, and I really am looking forward for you guys to get to hear with Dusty, like what me and Dusty were talking about. We talked about like everything from like she's a teacher and a comedian, from like balancing that to running open mics for Rudyard's comedy and like doing all kinds of stuff. And then she got really weird into like the answers questions. So she was a team player, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy that bonus episode on Monday. And then I got the crawfish streak continues. Crawfish streak is at 16 weeks now. Like I see that light at the end of the tunnel. 22 weeks is done. Like done skis. I'm going to nail 22 weeks easily. It's over with. Like I made it past that hump.
I think this is an asterisk season though.
Is it? Because I would say that I have to do more work. I can't just show up to a crawfish place. Maybe the rankings kind of have an asterisk.
No, because you can just order it. You don't even have to go anywhere.
But like I would have to show up. I would pick it out. Like I don't know. I think that I'm still doing the work of having to go. Like you have to pay a lot more with the like delivery and shit like that. Like,
well, now you can start going places again though.
Yeah, but I'm waiting on that. I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it another couple weeks.
That's
to do
smart.
That shit. But I don't know. Like I think that like I've done what I can with the like I've never done the crawfish streak in a global pandemic. So I think given what I've been thrown, I've been doing a pretty good job of it. But I've been going. This is like the third week in a row. I went to a different place, or got it from a different place. The Catch off of South Post Oak. I had never even heard of it, and I got it from there. I've been trying to just figure out like places that'll DoorDash and whatnot. And they did like they give you like enough where you can order like by the pound. You can just order 1 pound or 2 pounds of crawfish, whereas a lot of places make you order like a minimum of usually it's 5, but sometimes it's 3. And so like Emma doesn't eat crawfish, so like a lot of times like 5 pounds of crawfish for me sometimes, depending on the day, is like
that's a good amount.
That's a lot of crawfish for me to eat on my own. And there's days where it's like I always want the streak to go, so it's like I'm gonna do it, but then like there's times it's like I don't feel like just like murdering a whole mass of crawfish. So like I was like, all right, I gotta knock the streak out. I got 1 pound, and then I got like they had some of the best red beans and rice I've ever had in my life from the Catch. And so I had those 2 things as like a meal, which was pretty nice. And the crawfish were good, but like that red beans and rice is one of those things where it can be so plain. It's so like basic. It feels like that like. Red beans and rice can be like, okay, yeah, that's kind of a throwaway, whatever. But then, like, if you make it good, like, red beans and rice is some of the best shit ever. Like, Popeye's red beans and rice, probably the best, like, fast food red beans and rice that I know of. And, like, they had it in, like, the Catch had they're soaking in, like, whatever, like, some roux was, it felt like. But it was all, like, wet. It was like, soupy kind of. It was dope.
Almost a gumbo?
Yeah. Not quite almost. Yeah. It was, like I would say, like, a fourth of a gumbo.
You ever purposely get way more crawfish than you know you're going to eat, and then just peel them all so you can like use it in different dishes and shit? Like maybe the next day you'll make yourself a po' boy, or even like a crawfish salad. You ever had a crawfish salad?
Never had a crawfish salad. I've had a crawfish po' boy, but I've never done that. I should start doing that with some of the.
Dude, you just take all the tail meat, make yourself like a little salad with little corn and beans and a little cheese in there. Yeah, dude, crawfish salad. That's where it's at.
Okay. I just feel like like let's take a little bit of moment. Like I know like shout out to healthcare workers and everybody right now. That's big. Like we talked about last week, tributes all left and right. But like let's give like here's shout out to red beans and rice. You know, I feel like you're very underappreciated. Like this one's for you, red beans and rice. We're dedicating this podcast to them.
It's an easily forgotten about side, but it's a great side.
When done right. Like when you pay attention
Yes.
to the red beans and rice, you're like, yeah, that's the best. It's like
I
with
mean, if you
beans
just
in a
make
barbecue.
rice and then heat up beans and throw it in there, then yeah, it's bullshit. But
Like sometimes barbecue places like beans with barbecue is always good, but sometimes it's like the beans are bomb. Sometimes the beans are just okay, or like they're average beans, and it's like when you really put the thought into it, it's noticeable.
you know what's the worst for like when you're eating good barbecue and everything, and you get the macaroni and cheese, and it's just like basic mac, and you're like, I like this tastes like the shit that I can just whip up at home, like out of a box.
Oh yeah,
Like great barbecue, and then it's just basic ass yellow mac and cheese, and you're like, put a little love into it, man. Like, I got 2 sides, and I wasted one of them on this bitch ass mac and cheese.
I've also been eating a lot of Pluckers. They do sponsor my so speaking of like the content, I've been doing the podcasts, and then like the bonus episodes of the podcast, doing the Twitching, and then the Hot Wheels racing, Alex's Race Wars every weekday. I've been doing it. Usually it's at 5:30. I had like sometimes when I'm recording a podcast, like yesterday was at 3:30, and then when we do Wednesdays, it's at 6:30 now. But Wacky Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, they race backwards because it's crazy. And I think it's going pretty well. But Pluckers is a sponsor, so they hook me up with free food. And I've just been ordering a lot of Pluckers to get delivered to me. And
Are you doing the same wings most of the time? Or are you jumping around flavors?
I change them up. They got so many. Like they have ranch, spicy ranch. I go back and forth between those. Sometimes Emma doesn't like things as spicy. Their hot buffalo is fucking bomb. Like I didn't realize until the other day when I got it that they have like jalapenos in it, just like sitting with all the sauce, like to keep it hot. And it's like, oh, that worked. That did work. But
They
the
got
Dr.
pepper sauce.
The Dr. Pepper wings are bomb.
I've never had them.
They're awesome, man. They're awesome. It doesn't taste straight just like Dr. Pepper, but it's like the shit though. Like, and it's like, I don't know. There's very few places like I will mix it up. Like you get the garlic parmesan, you get the Cajun rub sometimes. Some people want the teriyaki. But usually I just go hot wings. I'll go hot wings and get some mild for Emma. If I go to like a regular, like a normal wing place. But Pluckers is just like, it's like gourmet shit, yo. It's like, oh, Dr. Pepper wings, spicy ranch wings. I'm in.
See, that's the thing. Like,
and then they have frachos.
As soon as you said that spicy ranch, I'm like, I want to fucking try that.
They have frachos too, which is like, I know they're a wing place, their wings are huge. Their wings are awesome. Their wings are my favorite wings, but the frachos are fucking bomb. And like, this isn't just, I'm not doing this just to turn it into an ad for Pluckers, but like Pluckers wings are the fucking bomb. And like the frachos, like sometimes we'll get the wings and the frachos because I can't ever not get it. And that's like, if you don't know what that is, it's just waffle fries that they put everything you would put nachos on top of. So they're fried nachos. And Emma and I will get like 30 wings to split between the two of us, and then we'll get the frachos, and like we're usually like, man, I am so full from the frachos, like maybe we'll just go wings tonight for dinner. Like, okay,
hell yeah.
So, like,
or you have wings the next day for lunch,
and maybe we'll have to hit this up in like Mount Rushmore season if we end up getting to have one, or next year's mock draft season. But like foods that are like good reheated, or like leftover foods that are the best, and wings are right up
wing
there.
flavors.
Wings are right up there.
How have we never done wing flavors?
Because I think there's like a couple that would win, and then like you'd get to the weird ones after that, you know?
That's a good point.
Because to me, there's got to be 12 pretty good like options, and I feel like there's like 6 good options that people like would regularly know.
True.
All right, so that's pretty much what I've been doing, and yeah, that's it. That's all it is. Word. Oh, I thought you just said. I just read something that said "Better Call Saul." So.
Oh yeah, I wrote down the wrong. I was thinking. I wrote down Better Call Saul instead of Breaking Bad because it's been very Saul heavy in these last couple episodes. So my brain just put that in there.
Okay, no, it just threw me off for a second reading it. But yeah, then and I already said it, but check out this coming Monday's episode of Pass the Gravy with Dusty Rhodes. I'm really excited for you guys to check that one out. Let's tell you guys about our favorite beer, best beer in the entire world, Southern Star Brewing Company. Ever heard of it? I am right now drinking a strawberry bombshell blonde. Oh, Pat's got his Southern Star thing. Oh, check this out.
Crossover shirt.
If you're watching the video version, you should definitely be watching the video version right now. But check this out. I got some Southern Star merch in the mail this week. The Hops. It looks like it's a spinoff on the Obama Hope thing, but it's got our Bombshell Blonde Girl. And then these joggers sweatpants got from Southern Star Brewing Company. You can go find it online. You can also show up to the brewery, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. They got beer to go. And let me see what my buddy Keith is telling me right now. Yeah, they got Thursday noon to 6 is your beer to go. And then they have the outside bar is open now too. So you can serve, but they are being very safe. They're being socially distant. One person at the bar at a time. They're not giving you the reusable glasses. You're just getting the plastic ones. And they're being very, very sanitary. It's plenty of room in that outside bar for you to maintain your social distance if you want to go out there. Maybe you're picking up some beer, but you're like, I want to, maybe I want to go have some beer from a tap for the first time in a little while. It's a nice little place to do it. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. Beer to go, and the tap room's open noon to 6 p.m. on Thursdays, noon to 7 p.m. and on Saturdays and Sundays, and then no Thursdays and Fridays. Okay, I'm fucking this up. I'm reading it off of a text. I didn't write it down like I should have. From Thursdays, they're open from noon to 6 with the outside bar open with that time. Then noon to 7 from Saturday. And Fridays, I believe. Yeah, Fridays and Saturdays, noon to 7. And then the outside bar is open then. And then Sunday, there's no outside bar open, but noon to 6. So that's Thursday, noon to 6. Friday and Saturday, the outside bar is open as well as beer to go from noon to 7. And then Sunday from noon to 6 p.m. up at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street in Conroe. I was just texting Keith the other day. I was like, dude, I miss you guys. Like, I haven't seen – I feel like we would go up there at least once a month. We would hang out with our boys. We always got, like, Ben would take us on the best tours. Angel was up there. Everybody was cool. We had the best times. We'd eat from different food trucks each time. And then the pandemic hit. And it's like, I want to see my friends at Southern Star. I miss them. I miss those guys.
So much.
I miss those guys. So I'm hoping to make it up there here in the next couple of weeks. And maybe even it's just to beer to go. Like, Southern Star Brewing Company, best beer in the entire world. And also go vote for which can you want. Our girl Dusty Rhodes, who I keep talking about, that's coming up on Monday. She had a Southern Star koozie yesterday when I was talking to her. And I was doing my Southern Star ad. She's like, "Oh, I love Southern Star." And she likes the Pine Belt Ale. That was her favorite. So then she texted me today. It was like, "Hey, I thought of you today. I went grocery shopping, and I was telling her about the red and blue cans, and she was like, I saw a red can, and then I picked the blue can. I think I'm Team Blue Can. So Dusty Rhodes is Team Blue Can as of right now." And I was like, I just keep going back and forth. Every time I drink out of one, I'm like, this is it. But she's like, what you said last week, Pat, like blue is just what I know about Bombshell, I was like, maybe it's time for change.
It's iconic.
It's time for change. So go and place your vote, bombshell2020.com. Do you want the red can or the blue can for Bombshell Blonde? And then you can get Bombshell Blonde. You can get any Southern Star beer at all your liquor stores. And I know a lot of the local grocery stores, the Kroger's, the Randall's, HEB's, they have them too. But like Total Wine, Specs, all of them, they'll have your Southern Star. The best beer in the entire world, Southern Star Brewing Company. Now, guys, let's get in to Comeback Kid, where we tell you guys just, what's been back in the news this last week.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, guys. Our first Comeback Kid this week is, and this just like I added this at the last minute because it just happened, but pictures and videos of Blue Angel flyovers. Those are very back this week. Now, I'm not saying Blue Angel flyovers happen all the time, but I'm just saying they are hot on your timelines right now, on all the websites, on the news. Like, that's what people talk about. Blue Angels came by, looked pretty sweet. They're planes. It's me. I'm a thief of joy. And
I didn't even know it was happening until you told me before the podcast.
It's like all everybody's talking
happened.
about the last like 2 days for me, at least, that I saw. But like, it's tight. I just don't get the like appeal that they're just planes. It's like that's the tribute thing to me last week.
They're cool planes.
That's
though,
a cool tribute,
cool
I guess. I don't know what it does, but that's cool. Like, what? I mean, so everybody's got video of it. I guess I only saw one, and it looked like it was like a commercial jet or whatever. So I think I missed the boat on that one. Found the wrong jet. It had like a red and yellow heart on the bottom of it, and then somebody was like, I think it's Southwest. Like, yeah, right, buddy. I'm pretty sure I know what a Blue Angel looks like.
Was it blue?
It was blue. and red and yellow with a little heart on the bottom. And that's definitely not the Southwest logo. So yeah, Blue Angels videos and pictures are back. And then moving on, this is the big one I wanted to talk to you fellas about. Hornets. Hornets are having themselves a week. Everybody's like, oh, coronavirus is the worst thing. Well, how about murder hornets, which is like a very scary sounding name for an insect that apparently is wiping out bees. Like it just fucks up bees. Although yesterday I saw a video of this like murder hornet getting fucked up by a bunch of bees. So like, I don't know. You tell me who the real hero is in this. But apparently like they came over from like Japan. And like, first off, like, not to sound like weird, but it's like, what is going on over in like Japan and shit? Like, what is this?
Come on, Asia, get your shit together.
Like, we're eating bats. We're like, what are we doing? What's happening, guys?
Your leaders are dying and then fucking coming back to life 2 weeks later.
Yeah, it's just, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Like now there's murder hornets. How did this happen in the first place? Like, how am I just now finding out about a murder hornet? Why has this never been like, it's like a horseshoe fly that I always heard about?
June, it's going to be like, oh, now there's assassin pandas. And they're in California. Somehow they swam over
assassin
from China.
pandas, I could see that. That would be, actually, I mean, I don't know. That would be deadly.
Like every month
would
has a
hang
new
with
development of bullshit.
It's just, I don't know. It's just a coincidence, I feel like, but it's crazy. It's pretty crazy. It's like another thing coming up. Like,
And I'm not about it. Fuck these hornets.
It's just, yeah, like everything's just coming on over and fucking with us. So like, knock it off, viruses and bugs. But like, everybody's making it seem like we need to be super concerned about murder hornets, and I'm not buying it. Like, I just think that's the next thing that we've really just broken down and like talked about coronavirus so much that like we're like, well, what else do we talk about? And now like murder hornets, they're the worst. We have a problem. Like, I don't think we're gonna be walking around like people walking around with masks. I don't think we're gonna be walking around in bubble suits to protect us from murder hornets at any time.
Just walk around with fly swatters or a tennis racket, probably, because these fuckers are big.
Which, because I saw that they were like, well, they're big, and then like I posted today, I saw a video. This guy had, he was like, if you want to see how big these things are, look, and he had 4 of them in the palm of his hand, and I was like, cool, so I can like swat 4 of them at a time. Good to know. like I would fuck up murder hornets if you put me in a room with them. Like, I'm not saying they wouldn't sting me and it wouldn't suck, but like, I think if you put me in a room with like 5 murder hornets, I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I think I come out of that one.
I mean, if you give me a tennis racket, I like my chances.
If you give
but
me,
like I told you beforehand, I'm allergic to bees and wasps and hornets.
You're a Thomas J situation, so you're kind
of
like.
But I mean, I keep Benadryl in my car.
The rule.
I don't carry an EpiPen, but I keep Benadryl in my car.
Probably should get an EpiPen. Maybe a good idea.
Fuck that.
I mean, I think a Benadryl doesn't work as fast.
I mean, I've made it this far. If I get taken down by a wasp,
by like a bee.
Like, if that's how I go, that's how I go.
I'm a bit Robert. Did you hear about Pat? No, he got stung by a bee. Dude's dead. The Benadryl didn't work.
Got him in the jugular. That's
right in
really
the jugs.
As long as I don't get stung in the neck or like in the throat to where it'll close my throat, you know, I'll take a Benadryl and stop the swelling before it does something serious. That's the only thing. Like, if it closes my windpipe, I'm kind of fucked.
Yeah. It seems like that would be a problem, not being able to breathe.
Yeah. I mean, but
maybe.
Seriously, think about it, though. If you weren't breathing anymore, that'd be pretty dope. No more bills.
Okay. I mean, that's one way of looking at it. I just don't think that – I think that that's just the next thing we're trying to hype up right now, where we're just looking for something else to talk about besides that. So murder hornets just happens to be a thing. Like, I'm not –
Yeah, you know, and like you said, they came over from Japan. Let California deal with that shit. We're in Texas. They're not going to make it this far.
And if they do, we'll fuck them up, dude. Texans like to hunt. They'll fucking
start hunting. There'll be people using
hornets
shotguns to take them down.
I'll take a couple hornets out. Fuck them.
This is just going to fuck up California more, man. They suck at dealing with everything. So, like, this is just one more thing for them to fuck up.
Dude, I could, if you can
We're going to open our borders
I can take it out.
Hornets so they can fly right through us into Nevada. And then it's their problem. I don't know why California just got a southern accent, but
that was odd. There's
they're
Southern California.
They're in Washington State, though.
Super far away.
How the fuck did they get from Japan? They flew that way around the world?
I don't think they fly.
Oh, wait, Washington State. I'm thinking DC.
I don't think they were flying that far. I don't think they migrated.
Oh, well,
I feel like they were brought over.
Washington's all like woods and shit, except for Seattle and Starbucks. Like it's hippies, and then like
Except for Seattle and
then,
Starbucks,
like,
which apparently is a city in Washington.
yeah, well, you know, what
It's
I'm
its
saying.
own city.
See, Washington, you know, they're outdoorsy people. I think they'll be okay. They can deal with it,
Every single person in Washington is outdoorsy. We all know.
except for all the ones that aren't.
Except, yeah, there we go. See, you covered your bases. You covered your bases right there. So murder hornets, especially just hornets in general, their comeback. People have been talking about hornets. I feel like bees and wasps and all the like stinging insects, you know, like bees and wasps definitely get most of the shine in that community. And hornets, I feel like, despite having an NBA team named after them, hornets get like third in the stinging insects.
That's
You guys agree? Yeah. Okay. All right. Maybe even yellow jackets go up before that. I never understood. Is a yellow jacket a wasp?
I don't know. I just know I'm scared of all of them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Next comeback kid is Star Wars because May the 4th was this week. So that was I did not watch one Star Wars thing when I got off work or anything. So
I'll probably be watching Rise of
down.
Skywalker tonight.
Sure you will. But yeah, did you guys celebrate at all? Robert, did you celebrate?
No, I have no interest in Star Wars.
Okay, well, I didn't think you did.
God damn it, Robert.
So yeah, that was our Star Wars was a comeback kid. Then a big comeback kid.
Had a chance to watch anything yet, but
We've been watching Breaking Bad and then not playing Call of Duty with me. I mean, not playing Grand Theft Auto because you were too busy in Call of Duty.
yeah, I was getting dubs. More specifically, a dub.
I was getting dubs too with some Gravy Gang members with David Ruiz. Me and David Ruiz.
You were getting kills, okay? You were murdering civilians.
We were also playing Arena Wars. We were scoring goals with bombs. Like we were fucking killing it at bomb soccer.
I dropped some bombs this weekend.
Sure you did. Moms is the big comeback kid this week because it's Mother's Day on Sunday. Have you already done anything? Like this is a weird like social distancing kind of thing that we're in again, kind of like Easter. But with Mother's Day, it's like, I don't know. Like, what do we do now? Have you bought anything, Pat? You're one of the people that I feel like doesn't do that.
Yeah, we ordered some shit today to send up. Like, you know, we don't live near our mom, so it's not like we can bring it over. So, and especially right now, we can't go up there because my grandparents live with them too. So we're sending some stuff up to my mom and my grandmother.
What'd you get her?
Yeah, what'd you get her?
You know, Mother's Day basket things.
So you didn't order it. You just threw in money for it, and somebody else is ordering it.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Yes. So yes.
Well, I told my sister, I was like, look in this general area, you know, flowers and wine and candy. You just pick one of those. As long as there's booze in it, my mom will be happy. Yeah, and my grandmother. As long as she's got her Chardonnay, she's cool.
That's fair. So yeah, I think I got the flowers today. There was one of the places I went. I couldn't. I think it was Pro Flowers. Fuck Pro Flowers. Like they always advertise, like we got you for Mother's Day, and they're like, we can't. We got May 12th is the earliest that we can deliver. So fuck you guys.
Well, when did you try and order it?
Today, but still, I went to a competitor and I was able to easily do it. So shout out 1-800-Flowers. Those guys.
They are
cool.
expensive though.
They are expensive, but they get
like,
the job
we'll
done.
send you 12 flowers and like 12 chocolates, and it's going to be $78 before shipping and tax.
A good way to look at it for me though is I was like the worst kid. So my mom is a saint. So she's worth the money. She's worth the money to me. It's a way to look at it, at least for me. And I don't know. I think we might I haven't been able to see her since the whole like quarantine thing, but I was thinking maybe I go and like bring her and my dad food or like bring him like lunch or whatever on like Sunday, and then like just sit out in the front yard far enough away where it's like, hey, I can talk to you, but don't get
have a distance picnic.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know. Hopefully she doesn't listen to that. She does. I don't think she will. But yeah, that's like, well, I don't know. That's what I'm doing for Mother's Day. But Mother's are back, so say hey to your mom, give her a call. Hopefully, you can see her. If you can see her safely, that'd be tight. Did you get your mom anything yet?
Yeah, my mom and I, we tell each other what we want, so it's not like a mystery.
I like that.
So she wanted some like some like kind of like Nike type slides that that are comfortable, something like that. So I got her those. I already gave them to her too. Like it's just
if you already knew what you wanted, there we go. You're
yeah,
done.
here you make sure
No
they
point in
fit
waiting
you.
for them.
Mm-hmm. And on Sunday, I might get her some food or something. I'm not sure exactly what, but I'll probably do something. Get her some food.
That's cool. My mom, like, if I ask her for like what she wants, she'll always tell me something, but it's always something that's like, all right, like I know you just picked like the dumbest, easiest, cheapest thing you could think of. I just wanted like this paper plate. And it's like, no, like if you could just get me some cleaning supplies. It's like, I'm not gonna get you cleaning supplies, Mom. I'm not gonna buy you a new broom. I'm gonna do that.
It's like buying her a vacuum, and you're just like, oh, that's not a good call.
She's just like, I can't believe like I was such a dick for like so much of my life to my parents, who it's just like, what the fuck was I thinking, man? She was cool as fuck. She just loved me. And I was like, no, you don't get me, Mom. I was trying to be too much of a hardo, I guess. Moms, though. Shout out to all the moms out there. I know
Shout out.
I know we got some moms listening. We got Casey, we got Danny, we got Stephanie's a dog mom. We got Stephanie's a dog mom. We got
Not
Smashes.
the same thing.
It counts. And I'm sure I'm forgetting people, but Ashley with an I. I know we got you out there, but yeah, shout out to all the moms, and then everybody else that has a mom, shout out to their moms. Then Adele is our last comeback kid that I have, because I don't know if you saw, Adele is looking like a fucking snack.
No, I'm trying to look it up right now. I don't.
So I retweeted, this was from Tom Segura, the comedian, but he was like, so Adele lost a bunch of weight, I guess, and she just was hanging out, or she was just posting a picture of her like previously before this whole thing went down, where she was hanging out with people in Vegas, and everybody's like, damn, Adele's looking fine. And they were like, she lost like over 130 pounds. She did all this, and everybody's like, well, good for her, you know, for like getting in shape and everything. And then the Twitter backlash was like, well, quit trying to shame people for getting into shape. It's the way that beauty, like defining beauty by being fit and being in shape. And it's like, whoa.
Those people are ridiculous.
Yeah. Like
I
the
saw one
phrasing
similar, like, it wasn't even about Adele. It was just this post about, I saw some random girl on Twitter was like, you know, my grandparents were overweight. My parents were overweight. I'm overweight. I'm stopping the cycle. I'm going to end this, blah, blah, all this stuff. And there's people in the comments like, fuck that. You don't ever have to lose any weight, blah, blah, blah. You're, you know, being fat is not bad. People were jumping over that she said, we've always been obese. And someone was like, obese is a slur. I'm like, no, it's a medical term for being a fat fuck. Like,
legal. Yeah. Yeah. Like literally it is that. Like
I'm obese because I'm way overweight. And they're like, you should be proud of being fat. No, not really. Like, if you're fat, there's nothing wrong with that.
You can be fine with
but
it.
Don't celebrate the fact that you have an 800% higher chance of heart disease.
Well, but like, no, and I do understand like there's something about like, we'll celebrate, you know, being happy with your body, but it's like, that doesn't mean that then you can go shame other people that wanted to get a certain way. Like, if you were like, Alex, I want to eat chicken wings. Like, I want to eat 30 chicken wings every day for the rest of my life. I'd be like, probably not like the best decision, but like, you do you, bro. Like, that's you. As John Bon Jovi says, it's my life.
Bovine Joni.
Bon Voni.
But yeah, the people that are just like, it drives me nuts. Like, how are you going to shit on somebody for trying to get healthier? Like, oh, you can just be fat as shit. Yeah, but like, you can, but you can also strive to live past 43 years old.
This is the Tom Segura tweet. It says, Adele lost a bunch of weight, and people started tweeting how great she looks. And then a bunch of other people started tweeting that we shouldn't associate losing weight with beauty, and nothing summarizes Twitter or 2020 better than that.
I mean,
and that's like 100. Yep, spot on. That's my favorite thing about Twitter, though, too, just because it's so toxic. I like watching that back and forth because I get lost on Twitter that way. But like, there's people that like, because sometimes like I just troll, but like, there's people that actually believe it, and it's like, that can't be.
It's just a ridiculous take. Like, there's nothing wrong with admitting that skinny people look hotter. Like, I'm never gonna get mad if somebody goes, Pat, you don't look as good as Zac Efron. Like, how dare you? Dude's got the best body in the world, and I've got stretch marks. How dare you compare our bodies and say one is better than the other? Because it fucking objectively is.
Well, those are the people that like. Those are the same people that like if you.
Also, he's way hotter in the face, but you know that's a whole other thing.
Well, there's the same people that like I feel like if you were like they'd complain like, well, not enough gay actors are winning this award, and then like a gay actor wins the award, and they're Well, he wasn't gay enough. Like, not that gay actor. Somebody else. It's like, what? What did he say?
That's the worst thing about social media is that stupid people all have a voice now.
Well, just because you're like, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like, I get like trying
More
not
often
to
than not,
offend
if you're
people, but
offended,
it's like
you're wrong.
Like trying not to offend people, it makes sense. I understand that, but like sometimes like you can just walk into stuff and not realize what you're doing. And it's like if it's a place not a place out of like hate, or if it's from a place of innocence and like you're just like or ignorance or whatever, even like I'm not saying it makes it right, but it's like it's not them just trying to be like a bad person or whatever. And like you can't just immediately just hop on that and be offended. And sometimes it's stuff that you don't even need to be offended about. And sometimes it's people that read too much into shit that they don't need to be even looking at. You know? So it's I don't know. Twitter is fucking nuts and I love it.
It's a great place and a horrible place all at the same time.
But yeah, Adele is looking like a snack. So shout out to Adele. Team Adele here.
Shout out Adele.
Team Adele over here in this.
I can be the next loser that she writes about.
Maybe. You could be.
I can be her next album.
You could be her here.
It'll just be called What the Fuck Was I Thinking?
That would be good. Goodbye. That would be her next single. All right, let's get to what would Jesus do? But I don't feel like you guys get to hear it as much. I guess Robert goes back in the video version and hears it, but Pat doesn't really. If you don't listen back to it, you're not getting to hear the jingles from Jingle Blake anymore.
I hear it in my head.
Okay, I mean, who doesn't? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Yeah, everybody knows it. And it'd be funny if we just sang it all the way through and then play it right after that. And we already heard it. Why'd you do that? Blake does it better, but here's the jingle for WWJD.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a modern time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
All right, so basically, if you don't know what WWJD is, if you're new, you throw Jesus in a modern time situation and give us a situation. Like, what would Jesus do if blah, 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 blah? And then we'll answer it. Hashtag PTGWWJD to @PassGradyPod on Twitter. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at NatPatDN. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. But yeah, let's get to this week's What Would Jesus Do? Comes from our good buddy, Josh Posados, at Josh_Posados. And Josh says, if Jesus was a fantasy football commissioner, what would he name his league and what would his team name be?
Ooh.
Well, off-season football question. I kind of like that.
What should we go after first? His team name or league name? League name
is the Holy Rollers, right?
Yes. Now, team name,
Or
Crossbearers? Well, it's got to be something that involves Jesus and a player's name, because team names are always better when there's a player name involved.
Right.
Oh,
what was your Christian McCaffrey team name that you wanted to do and you thought was hilarious? But
I can do all things through Christian McCaffrey. That would be his team name.
That would be his team name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be it.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Like, is there any other?
Well, like it's
players?
It's like not everybody would get it, so it wouldn't really make sense. But like Son of Bum was like Wade Phillips's Twitter stuff and his book, because Bum Phillips was his dad. But like it'd be Son of God would be kind of a funny spin on that.
CD Lamb of God.
If he was not a Cowboys player, I would say yes, but unfortunately, I cannot.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a player that's on your team.
We can't.
CD Lamb of God. I think that's it, man. Because it's either that or I can do all things through Christian McCaffrey.
I can do all things through Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
is what I would go with.
Maybe the league name then is CD Lamb of no. Holy Rollers is too basic for the team name, man.
No, Holy Rollers would be like that would be the league name.
Ooh, the 12 Apostles, 12-man league.
12 Apostles. Fuck, that's good. That is good. The 12 is the
12
Yeah.
disciples.
12 disciples. 12 disciples. I'm trying. Like, fuck. I should have thought about this more. But I wanted to go into it like you guys did when I picked it. I didn't want to like have like an idea ready to go.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know. The crucifiers. Right. The saviors. He could be the saviors.
3-day waiting period.
The comeback kid.
Oh man, we might have to have a poll of these. So I can do all things to Christian McCaffrey.
What do you
Lamb of
guys?
God,
Just like what would Jesus' fantasy
3-day
name
waiting
be?
period. Oh, and then a league name. I think league name is the 12 disciples.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm trying to think if there's any like no, I can't. There's nobody like Christian Kirk, but Christian McCaffrey's already like a more famous person
and better, like way better.
Tim Tebow's my boy. Would be a funny team name for Jesus to have. I don't know.
Yeah, but like he's out of the league, so it's,
I can do all things to Christian McCaffrey, and then the 12 disciples is the league name. So there we go.
Yeah.
That's our What Would Jesus Do segment. That's pretty solid, I thought. That's pretty solid. That was cool. That was very
God,
cool.
Dude, I need the league better get going, man. I need fantasy football. I need it.
Yeah, man, that'll be nuts. That'll be nuts. I was telling Bobby before we recorded, I was betting on Korean baseball now. At least like that's a thing. It's just like I am in a bad spot where I'm betting on baseball that I'm not really 100% certain on anything. So it's like it's really just guessing and hoping it works out. But I'm 1-0. So shout out Lotte Giants are my Korean baseball team. I'm sticking Giants football, Giants. I didn't do it in baseball in America, so I was like, I'll do baseball over there. I'll beat Giants. So like, let's go with that.
Fucking degenerate.
Hey, sometimes
I know
wet
nothing, but I'm
the
throwing
beak.
money
down. You gotta wet the beak sometimes, all right, buddy?
I don't feel alive unless there is money to be won or lost.
It helps. It definitely helps. You know what does help as well is when you get a Little M air freshener, you throw that in your car or your house.
Oh yeah.
That'll really help you out, guys, because that's the best air fresheners in all of the world. If you're one of the lucky ones who still can go shopping, and I know they're opening places up, but you can still shop online always, then go and check out littlemshop.com. All orders are 20% off until further notice when you use the code HOMEBODY at checkout. And as always, there's free shipping when you spend $10 or more. If you're missing your friends, let them know that you miss them by sending them something from Little M. They have lots of low-priced items that are both fun and useful. Air fresheners to freshen up not only your car, but any space you have. I know a lot of you guys have some smelly homes and cars right now. They got hand-painted journals to document this super crazy time that we're living in, prints to decorate your new home office, and stickers to give your kids to shut them the fuck up. LittleMshop.com. That's littleemshop.com. Be sure to use HOMEBODY, the code HOMEBODY at checkout for 20% off of your order and for free shipping on orders of $10 or more as well. That's littleemshop.com, 20% off with the code HOMEBODY at checkout, and you get free shipping on orders of $10 or more. LittleMshop.com, littleemshop.com for the best air fresheners in the entire world. And Little M Shop is the official sponsor for our Not Cool segment, which we're going to get into right now.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool.
Cool,
man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
I have like a dumb one, I feel like, this week. I'm having to do 2 a week, so like sometimes I burn them up pretty quickly. And technically, since like the last time we recorded last week's PTG with you guys, like with all three of us, I've done like 2 other podcasts. Like I've had to burn 2 of them. But my not cool right now is having technical difficulties with equipment at work because like you can't break things at work because it could get you fired. So like I don't know.
That's rough.
Today after the show we have like like it's really technical, but it's like shit that like records the show and then I can go put up the podcast for the morning show after it, and that didn't work today. So I just like added a lot of time to my shit this morning, and I was really frustrated with my computer. And just when it's like when it's your own stuff, you're kind of like mad at it, but it's like your own thing. So like, this is kind of my fault. But then it's like when you're using something that's like from work, like, God damn it, just go. Just work. Just work. And yeah, that's really frustrating. So technical difficulties with like equipment at work is my not cool for this week, even though that's very vague and doesn't really describe that. But that's my not cool for the week. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. Mine is, like I said, I'm not interested in Star Wars, so mine not cool is basically all the people saying, "May the Fourth be with you."
No, you're not cool.
and
Shut up.
then they want an extra day, so they got to be the Revenge of the Fifth. No,
Yeah.
no, you don't get 2 days. I don't even like that you have
Robert,
1 day.
Robert, happy
But
Rise
2
of the
is too
Sixth.
many. Gosh, see,
Oh yeah, there's Rise.
it's
of the
too
Sixth.
much. It's too much.
I mean, it's a funny bit, but it's like now it's like a full-on day.
Mhm.
Like I thought it was.
If you
like
don't
a
love
day.
Star Wars, you're just actively proving, choosing to not participate in one of the greatest things in the world.
No, I
Because
don't
you're
not
too cool.
like I like Star Wars, but it's like I think it is funny. That it's like to me, it's like when people shame you for like when I get shamed for like not watching, like, oh, you didn't see Iron Man. Like, no, I just didn't see it. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have the same interest as you, which is like me being like, I don't really give a fuck about Blue Angels, and then like I'm the dick. So like I'm sorry, I just didn't see it. Like I don't know, but like
I just hate the fact that I have to spend 3 hours a week with somebody that's never seen Empire Strikes Back. Robert.
I mean,
It's one of the
Star
best
Wars
movies
is
of all
awesome,
time.
and I feel like you would have liked Star Wars. I feel like you would have liked Star Wars, but I feel like you're
It's
not
past my
going to
time
now.
now. No.
It's not bad. It's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late.
I think
Watch
Robert's
the
mind's
original
already made
trilogy.
up. But it's like with me with superheroes, like I can't be not that way with Robert when Robert doesn't want to be into Star Wars. It's cool. And like
Yeah.
I'm not like the biggest like Star Wars like cinephile. I'm not like, well, actually Luke did this in this episode or this part of this movie and that this
Actually, he never says, Luke, I am your father.
right,
It's a misquote.
right. Like I don't know. I'm not that guy, but it's
I'm that
always
guy.
it was cool like on May 4th where it is like, oh, may the 4th be with you. May the 4th. Like I
Just
like
have
I think
fun
that's
with it, man.
funny. But like I can also see like it's like Game of Thrones to me where I didn't watch Game of Thrones, and so then when Game of Thrones stuff was happening, like I don't understand the dragon. Like, what's with
Actually,
the
you know,
dragon?
I would say, Robert, even though you don't like, if I would have you watch one thing so you don't have to get into the whole thing, I would actually still tell you to watch The Mandalorian. Because you don't have to really know, like, you have a basic, everyone in the world has a basic knowledge of the Star Wars universe. This is just a really, really good story about a bounty hunter that happens to be set in the Star Wars universe. Phenomenal filmmaking and writing. Like, it's just a really good standalone show. I would actually highly recommend you check that out.
I will probably not check it out.
Do it.
God, you're such
Yeah.
a dick.
He's not.
Like
Such a dick.
I am like Alex on like with Game of Thrones. Like everyone tells Alex it's good, he should watch it, but he's not going to.
Well, because like now it's such a mountain of like time, like where you're like, okay, there's like 9 full movies, and then
Seasons.
9 full movies of Star Wars, buddy.
Oh,
It's like 9 full movies. Then you got like Rogue One and all the other side ones that you could watch
they're
as
so
well.
good, though.
I'm not saying they're not good. I think they're good. I'm into them. I own all of like the 9 major ones now.
I feel like Robert's just scared that if he actually saw them, he would really he'd get a Jar Jar Binks tattoo. Robert would be like, this is my dude. This is who I'm rolling with.
You wouldn't be a Jar Jar guy.
Full length back tattoo.
I also want to point out both of you do like Star Wars, but did you guys watch any of the movies
No,
on
I
May the
didn't.
4th? No.
No,
No,
I
I
do.
worked
I just like
I
having
worked a
the
double.
day to
I
say
was
that
at work
stuff.
all fucking day.
I also just like I think it's like if it was on TV, I might have turned it on. Like I don't know, I didn't see any.
Oh, it
I
was.
don't
There was
remember what I did.
there's always a Star Wars marathon.
Okay, well, I wasn't really doing anything. I think I was watching the Michael Jordan documentary. I was catching up on that.
The only reason I didn't watch the newest one on Disney Plus because it came out that day was, like I said, I worked a double, and when I came home that night, I did not want to start the movie and not finish it in one sitting because I've only seen it once in theaters, and that next time I watch it, which is probably going to be tonight, I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to enjoy the whole thing and watch it.
Well, my not cool isn't Star Wars. It's just seeing a bunch of May the 4th posts. And
The
then
memes
also,
that you don't get.
yeah. And then also the Revenge of the 5th.
They're trying to make it 2 days. It's like a
Yeah.
birthday month that somebody's trying to
Mhm.
make. It's like
I do 3.
You get a day.
Yeah, and then
I do
Pat wants
Rise
to
of the
do
6th,
Rise
even though
of
that's
the
not even a
6th.
movie title.
What does that
Yeah.
even mean?
It's like the Sith, but it's the 6th.
You could have said Darth 6th.
No, that makes less sense.
Because Darth Sith was a guy, right?
No. The Sith are the fucking people that are usually bad.
So
There's Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Darth Sidious.
Sidious was what I was thinking of. Darth Sidious is what I was
So you
thinking.
could do Darth 60th.
So
Right.
Star Wars
Bug.
trying to take too much of the week.
Yeah.
trying to take too much of the week. And then Revenge of the 5th, it's like, dude, you're cramping on Cinco de Mayo style. Like, give it to Cinco de Mayo, all right?
No, I want to get drunk wearing a Star Wars helmet.
All right, Pat, what's yours, bud?
All right, I got two. I had a dream, I don't know, yesterday, 2 days before, whatever the hell it was,
Luther.
that I punched this guy in the face that I really fucking hate, and then I kicked his ass. And then I woke up in the morning and I realized it didn't actually happen, so that sucked. I was like, man, I would love to punch this guy in the face.
It's like when you when you think you're like really rich in a dream and you're like, oh, but I had a mansion. Damn it. That was tight.
I just really hate this guy. And like I still remember in the dream how good it felt to just throw that first jab and punch him in the face. It felt great. And my other one is I did my usual Wednesday morning. I went to the liquor store, and then I had to go by Walmart and grab a couple things. And instead of going to the one that's by my house that I usually go to, where I know one of the items on there was the Corona seltzers. Because, I can only drink beer today. It's my cheat day. So the rest of the week, I still want to have something to drink. They're the only ones that are 0 carbs. All the other ones have 1 or 2. So these, if I want to, I can hammer 20 of them in a day. Haven't done it yet, but it's my go-to. And I know the Walmart right next to my house has it. Instead, I go to the Walmart that's right next to where the liquor store is.
Did you mask up?
Oh, yeah. I got a Spit and Chicklets mask.
Okay, good.
Love them. Face
Just
covered.
making sure.
More of it's a gator. Yeah. And I go there, and they don't have it. They've got all the other seltzers, but not the one I'm looking for. And I was like, well, I'm not.
Could it be that everybody else is
here.
trying to get it for the same reason as you?
No, they just don't carry it. Like, there's no slot. Like, it wasn't an empty slot. They just don't have it.
Okay.
So I was just like, God damn it. So, like, I might go run out to the one by my house here in a bit, but I've got a shit ton of whiskey now, so I don't really need it. Maybe I'll just pick it up tomorrow. But I'll just say, God damn it, like, not cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one. And like, I do hate it where you're like when Southern Star first came out with the strawberry bombies, and like we only got before they like gave me 1 million of them. Like I remember like trying to find it, and like I would go to like the liquor store I normally go that always has the Southern Star. I was like, do you have it yet? No, we don't have it yet. And then I was like, do you want to like drive across town and then go check the other liquor store and see if maybe they have it? And then sometimes I would do it and they wouldn't have whatever it was.
You could just call.
You could call, but then I feel like, am I an alcoholic? I'm like, do you have the alcohol that I want?
No, it makes you a connoisseur of fine beer.
I guess.
I try to find a fancy way to say it, but.
I had a friend that one of my old roommates used to smoke cigarettes, and he always was like, "Yeah, I always make myself go outside because I want myself to know that it's a chore. Like I don't want to just sit in my living room smoking cigarettes, because then I would do it more. I wouldn't realize like how bad of it is." And so he was like, "It's like I don't know. I feel like I want to know like if I'm drinking, I should probably like go get it and not. Just
I want to know who would love it." Sorry.
Yeah, that was our not cool segment. So how about that?
Ended it with my not cool singing.
Exactly. I mean, remember we used to have the answer segment was sponsored. That's tight. If you guys like haven't, like, I know times are tough, but if maybe you're looking to branch your business out, reach a couple of people, the Gravy Gang is fucking loyal AF. So like, if you want to get the Gravy Gang on your shit, slide in those DMs at Pass the Gray Pod, at Alex J. Middleton, at Not Pat Dion, at Robert Barbosa 03. Slide in.
Or if you guys
DMs.
just want us to say something every week.
But
you want to tell someone to go fuck themselves? Well, I'll count that as a sponsorship. I'll tell someone to go fuck themselves.
To get us through these trying times, if you'd like to give us a shout out,
sponsoring the answer segment this week is James Monroe's Tiny Penis.
That would be funny.
And you can just fuck with your friends.
We could definitely do that. Yeah, we have Venmos. You could slide that shit in the Venmo. 100%. But if you'd like to sponsor Pass the Gravy at Pass the Gravy Pod, hit us up. All right. Okay, let's get into the answers segment now. When I was in Miss Winter's 3rd grade class back in Atlanta, Georgia, I remember her telling the class there was no such thing as a stupid question. and I muted Pat so he couldn't say it. And there's no such thing as a stupid question. So I remember my hand shooting up. I raised my hand and got laughed at when I asked the question. I don't remember what it was, but I remember being like, well, dude, you'll be put in charge. Wasn't put in charge. So Pat is just, he's losing it right now. I think he's stroking out right now.
Yeah, I think he's having a seizure.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a seizure. But I asked the question, got laughed at, and I was like, one day, dude, when you're in charge, there won't be such a thing as a stupid question. So if you got a high thought, you have something you heard somewhere else, but you just want to hear the gang from Pass the Gravy say it, then, hit us up at Pass Gravy Pod, at Alex J. Middleton, at Not Pat Dion, at Robert Barbosa 03. We prefer it on Twitter using the hashtag PTG Answers. That's where we look first. And honestly, with these double podcast weeks we've been doing in this quarantine, hit us up with as many of those answers questions as you can. Like, I'm trying to cycle through it so I get one of yours each time, and I'll go through all of them because I'm burning through double the questions every single week. So the same with WWJD, but hashtag PTG Answers to at PassGravyPod. And then if you don't want to get a Twitter, then answers at PassTheGravyPod.com. This, guys, is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question. It's like, what's the question? Answers.
Any questions?
This week's first answers question.
Just stupid people. Ha! Ha! I still got it in there. Ha!
I don't even know what you're talking about. That doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense in that context. To the intro? Okay, sure. Our first question comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester.
Oh my God, it's Skylar!
At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. And Skylar says, at what point on the first date should you disclose that you died in a train wreck 30 years ago this very night?
Oh, at the very end of the night after the magical first kiss. It's the only logical time. And then, once they give the reaction, I don't know if it's necessarily from a movie or it's just one of those played out tropes that will be Twilight Zone or something like that.
I like the idea that you could just go on a date with a ghost and not notice that it was a ghost.
Well, no, because they took human form. It's one day every 30 years. One day every 30 years,
you return
get to come back and live in the land of the living, and that's theirs. And then at the very end, you kiss. It's magical, and you go, by the way, blah blah blah. That story that you heard about the car crashing on Breakneck Point, and that was me. And they're like, what? And then you just fade away.
Then you just jump back into the river where you went into.
Them. But yeah, no, you do it 100%. You do it at the end of the night, right after the magical kiss, where they're starting to fall in love with you after 3 hours of meeting you, which is always just a dumb story. But that's when you do it, to really mentally scar them, because you're a ghost. That's what you do.
Yeah.
And then 30 years later, when they show up back there, you're like, yeah, what's up? Great to see you again. Oh, your daughter's young and hot. I fell in love with it.
You think they're going to go back to that place?
Oh, yeah, because you disclose the whole story that, I get one night every 30 years.
Right, but then
please wait for me.
If she's got a kid, she's probably with somebody at that point.
Yeah, but you still want to go back to make sure you're not fucking insane.
I don't know. I think it's probably a good idea to tell them at the beginning of the date, but I can understand if you're
because the date ends there. You're not going to continue, because if you tell them at the beginning of the date,
think you're crazy regardless.
2 minutes later, they're going to get the emergency call from their friend. And you're a ghost. You got one day on Earth. You want to get a little action. So you tell them at the end of the date.
Have we, just on a side note, have we had anybody listening to this podcast, guy or girl or whatever that you identify as, I guess, as that has been on a date and gotten the call? They're not them, but their date has gotten the call where you knew so well that it was bullshit and they just wanted out. Has anybody listening had that happen? Just hit us up. I would love to just tweet us and tell me about it, because I would love to read that on the next podcast, because that shit always blows my mind. Because you got to be cool about it usually. You got most people would feel oh okay, haha, yeah, I'll take care of the bill. See ya. You get out there. all right. Like,
So that's why I love How I Met Your Mother did an episode about this where they just called it the lemon law. And the guy was like, you know what? 5 minutes into the day, he's like, you know what? I'm invoking the lemon law. Like, this isn't working. I'm not even going to disrespect you with the fake call. I'm just going to leave. Like, we both know this isn't going
where
right?
it's going, yeah.
Which I think, like, it's kind of addicting to do, but that's way better than the fake. I'm going to try and preserve your feelings, but we both know this is bullshit. Like, if you know 5 minutes into meeting somebody that you're like, this is just awkward and not good, let's not waste 2 hours of our life.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand. I can see that.
Like I'll leave you 20, like, you know, because I asked you out here. I'll leave you enough to cover your dinner if you want to get it, but this sucks.
So yeah, I guess like I'm gonna change my mind and be like, yeah, you gotta tell them at the end of the date, so like you don't fuck it up. You don't.
And the funny thing is, when you started that, when you were saying, "Has anybody while listening to or anybody listens?" I thought you were gonna say, "Has anybody had sex while listening to this podcast?" Which,
also
dear God,
a question I want to know.
I hope not. But like,
but if you know,
did,
sometimes I've heard
that's fucking hilarious.
I've heard my dulcet tones can get people in the mood. So you never know.
Maybe they'll just start laughing, and as you laugh, you just tense up, and it gives you that gorilla fist.
Yeah,
you never know. Maybe it could be good. Hey, you know, somebody fuck this week while.
Who are we to judge?
Us.
Who are we to judge? Yeah, be the first.
And let us know how it goes. Do you go flaccid or do you finish?
I feel like most females listening would be like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Can we find something else? Can we put on some Marvin Gaye? Okay, our next question comes from Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston on Twitter, and she says, how many chuggas before you say choo choo? She's talking
4.
trains. She's got a kid. You
It's
chugga
4.
chugga choo choo.
Exactly. That's how it goes.
I don't know. I was gonna say 3.
Chugga choo. You go chugga choo choo.
Chugga choo choo.
No, that's short.
Because like I feel like chugga. You gotta make you have to do it like chugga.
It's either 4 or like 8.
You gotta do 8. Yeah.
8 is my answer.
It's either 3 or 8.
No, it's either 4 or 8. 3. Chugga choo choo is not near chugga. Because you got to have that repetition. That's why it's an even number. Because you got to have the chugga choo choo. But or it can be 8 if you want to draw it out. If you're trying to like make them wait
I don't
for it.
remember how I said it. Maybe I.
But any longer than 8 is just you're trying too hard. It's 4 or 8. I'm gonna go with 4. 4 is my number for that. I respect 8. Alex, what are you voting? If you say 3,
I think I was gonna say 3, but I feel like you guys just shamed me out of it.
Because nobody does 3. You got to have the repetition of it.
Can we say at least 3?
No,
is that
it's
fair?
At least 4.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's at least 4.
What if you're in a hurry? You chugga choo choo.
No, nobody's in that much of a hurry. You can always add the 4 chugga.
Sometimes you're
because chugga is not the thing. The thing is, it is chugga is what it is. So you can't have 1.5 rotations. It's chugga choo choo. Because otherwise you can just go. Why isn't it chugga chew?
I don't fucking know, man. It was a preference question, man.
It's choo choo and it's chugga. But she said how many chuggas is there, so you have to figure it out that way. It's always going to be an even number of chuggas.
What did Thomas the Train do?
Disappoint his parents? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't even know where that came from, but
he was a train. Did he go chugga?
I would say it's either 4 or it's 8. There is no other except any longer than 8, and you're just being a dick and drawing it out. I would say 4, 8 also.
3 if you're in a pinch.
There's no 3.
If you're in a pinch.
There's no 3.
Maybe you're just in a pinch.
I'm gonna pinch you next time I see you.
What if you're on a word count and chugga choo choo wouldn't fit, and then you're just like, I might.
No, if you're on a word count, then you go back and you.
What if it's a tweet? What if it's a tweet? But you didn't have any ands.
If you have a tweet that's involving chugga choo choo,
but you can only fit one chug, or you can only fit 3 chuggas in there. Like
then you do a thread. Then you do a thread.
You would go chugga chugga, and then you would start the next part of the thread and go chugga, choo.
No. You put the one of two before you start the chuggas. Because that's great. If you have a whole tweet and then it comes out to one of two, and the second tweet is just chugga, 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 choo, choo, two of two, that's fucking hilarious.
All right, new game. Every time you see Pat interact with anything on Twitter, just reply to it, chugga, 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 choo, choo.
So you did it right that time.
No, but I was doing it. Just reply to it that way. Just reply to anything that Pat does on Twitter this week.
Just run train on my comments.
If Pat likes anything that shows up on your feed, comment on whoever's that thing was.
Yeah.
If he retweets anything, comment on the original
post. Run train on my Twitter. Turn my Twitter into a dirty whore.
Oh, right. Weirdo.
Just trains all day.
Trains all day. Trains. That's what your mom said.
Did we just name the episode? Even though every week I feel like I say we just named the episode, and every week it's something different.
That is true.
I'm never right. But I do like trains all day.
Our next answer is a question. So 4-8, I guess, is what we're gonna go with. That's a good question, Danny. That invoked a lot of a debate, I thought. David Ruiz at David_Ruiz90 on Twitter says, if the early bird gets the worm, why do good things come to those who wait?
Well, the early bird gets first choice, but if you wait long enough, eventually you're going to get something.
I think it's a matter of perspective. Honestly, it's like if you get up early, you say, I get up early because, that's the early bird gets the worm. But then good things come to those who wait. Like sometimes maybe, like later on, if you didn't ever get that, you didn't get that promotion you wanted, and it took you a lot longer, like, you wait.
What is a glass half full, half empty kind of thing?
Because like with my job, I felt like I worked part-time for a long time. I paid a lot of like dues. I did a bunch of like weekends and overnights and stuff like that. And then I waited a long time, and it was just, I needed to wait for the right opportunity to come. And I think that was one of those, like, maybe it comes to those who wait.
What were you saying, Robert?
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe it's the perspective of the worm. So the worm shows up later. It's not eaten.
And the worm's like, if the bird shows up early and I'm out,
long enough, yeah, the worm stays underground. He waited, so good things that come are him not dying.
Oh, shit.
Robert just mind fucked us.
My brain just blew up.
Who knew that both of these things were literally talking about worms?
That's fucking deep, dude. That's
deep mind fuck.
That's deep, dude. Well done, Bobby. Well done. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Where do we go from? Like, do we just end it there?
No, that's it. I mean, that's
like
that is the answer. It's all about the perspective.
I don't even know what to do. My mind's in a pretzel right now. Shit. All right. We'll try. We'll try and power through it. That was a good one, Bobby Jokes. Good question, David. Our next question comes from Josh. Everybody that had a not cool has an answers question today. Josh Tree Coddle at Joshua Tree 713. He says, is Captain America's shield a boomerang? When he uses his shield as a shield, it's just a shield. But when he throws it, it comes back like any other good boomerang.
No, it's just because with his super soldier enhancements and enhance his brain, he has an advanced math.
He has an advanced math. Yes, no, he's got an advanced math.
I don't know. He's good at it. So he understands geometry and calculus and shit like that. So he knows if I throw it with this velocity at this angle, it's going to bank off all these other things. Or you could just say that it's kind of built into canon that everyone understands that his shield throwing is bullshit, because I don't remember what movie, but at some point somebody says to him, dude, that thing doesn't follow the laws of physics. And he was just kind of like, yeah, whatever, fuck it. I throw it, it comes back.
Well, you said,
but it's not a boomerang because it's bouncing off of shit.
You said but it comes back to you. As long as you throw it and it comes back, we've told you that makes it a boomerang. Whether or not it's the perfect boomerang, I don't know. But you were like, oh, he's good at physics. He's good at math, or his brain is good at math.
Physics and geometry. That's what I had originally.
He's a math guy. But yeah, physics and geometry. So I would say he might have just been good at crafting the perfect boomerang. You could
No,
say.
because it.
Well, he
no,
figured
'cause
out all of the mathematics behind it, and he's like, no matter what, it's coming back to me. So figured it out. Done.
No, because he's Captain America. There is a Captain Boomerang. So
There's not a Captain Boomerang. There's not a
Yes,
Captain
there is.
Boomerang.
In Suicide Squad, the dude is Captain Boomerang.
Is he tight?
He's
Yeah,
Australian.
he actually is.
He's a what?
He's the one that gets
Australian.
Have you not seen Suicide Squad?
No.
What did you say, Robert?
He's Australian.
Yeah. He uses boomerangs to rob banks. It's one of the most ridiculous comic book characters of all time.
I mean, I'm all about that. I just found my favorite comic book character. You say he's a bad guy?
Yeah, he just gets shit like in the movie. He's just drinking beer and like fucking shit up. He's got this like stuffed
my kinda guy.
unicorn. He's got this stuffed unicorn that he like really cares about keeping safe during it. Like that movie's all over the fucking place. But he was one of the better characters in there, I would say. What do you think, Robert?
Boomerang,
Like,
man.
none of the characters are very good because it wasn't a well-written movie. But I think he was one of the more enjoyable, entertaining characters.
Was it just like Jared Leto and Harley Quinn pretty much the whole time?
No. No, Jared Leto was actually shot after the movie was like done. They like added him in late. It was weird.
Dude, Boomerang Man looks like a bitch in the cartoon, though.
Oh, in the comics, he looks like a fuckboy. Like, it's ridiculous.
Let me look.
But anyway.
I'm just doing some. No, look, keep the. Yeah, dude, he does look like a badass in the movie. He looks like he would
I
have
can't
been
remember
like.
the actors. What's the actor's name from the movie?
I know he looks like he could be like a cross between like Charlie and Mac from Always Sunny, but just
Yep.
like more jacked.
A little bit, yeah. I can't. This is driving me nuts. I can't think of the actor's
And like
name.
Thad Castle from Blue Mountain State, kind of. He has that look. Maybe not in everything. I don't know.
Oh,
Never mind.
apparently Captain Boomerang was also in Arrow, which is just like, what?
I never saw that. Didn't know that was a movie.
No,
Dude, Captain Boomerang.
Arrow was a TV show, which I actually watched a good amount of early on. Oh, Jai Courtney. That's who played him in the movie.
I have no idea who that is, but I've
He,
seen a picture of him now.
Did
so.
you see he plays what's his name's son in Die Hard? In the
Bruce
newer
Willis?
Die Hard. Yeah, and A Good Day to Die Hard, that's his son.
Okay.
He's the guy that plays his son. He was in Jack Reacher. He's been in a bunch of stuff. Like if you saw him, you'd recognize him.
But back to the original question. I think we have to say his shield acts as a boomerang, like from the method of physics, where it's just or like the
because he
theory that
uses
everything
angles to bounce it off of things.
Right, but if you throw something, it's a boomerang regardless if it comes back to you or not.
No, it's going to come back to you on its own.
Anything you throw, though, is a boomerang. Whether or not it comes back to you just shows you how good of a boomerang it is. It could be it's a pretty fucking good boomerang, if you ask me.
If you throw a tennis ball off of a wall, that's not a boomerang.
It could be.
No, it can't be.
See, that's where you're wrong, my
See,
friend.
this is why, like, we're just wasting time.
That's where, like, you're
God damn it, Josh.
Minded. You're just so fucking close-minded.
I am scientifically minded.
You're very
and realistic.
Well, you know what? If science got in the way
You're
of things,
close-minded.
then how would
because
the
you
Wright
won't listen to
brothers have
reason.
flown? Huh?
You're the one who's closed-minded. You won't listen to actual explanations. Your thought is everything in the world is this thing. You won't listen to logics or reason.
It's a pretty solid theory that it is.
You probly also think the world is flat and vaccines aren't safe. And no matter how much evidence I give you, you won't believe them.
I'm gonna die on this boomerang hill, and I'm fine with that.
Is a hill a boomerang?
Oh, not a good boomerang. But you can't really throw it.
I mean, it's constantly cycling through space, so how can you say it's not?
It's not a good boomerang.
No, but like it's constantly doing a circle in space. How is that not a good boomerang?
Because it doesn't ever come back to the point. It's just like it just keeps going in circles.
It constantly comes back to the point.
But that'd be like if you threw a boomerang and it just circled around you. You don't even understand
your own argument.
That'd be like if you threw a boomerang and it just circled around you. You're just wrong, dude. Like I get it, you're wrong. I understand you get frustrated when you're wrong. The little brain can't process it as well. But like
I want to punch you in the face so bad right now.
That's cool. That's cool. I can mute you.
I know you can.
I can, and I have, and I might. Josh Tree. So yes, it is a boomerang, I think.
I'm gonna throw a boomerang at your fucking head, Josh.
Danny Garay from the Weekly D podcast at Danny _G951 on Twitter. Danny says, "What's the dumbest thing that you've done while being drunk or high?" One time I got so high I took a shower with my glasses on and didn't notice till I was drying off. All right. I guess.
Alex, you wrote something down. Why don't you start us off?
So yeah, I did write something down. I was trying to think of this one because I was like, this is one you got to really go back on. And I would say, I pocket dialed my parents when I was in, I want to say it was like junior year of high school, maybe. But we went to like a Sadie Hawkins dance. Robert, did you have Sadie Hawkins dances? You know
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Mhm.
I don't know if we're that much older than you. Some people don't know what Sadie Hawkins are. But like where the girls ask the dudes, there's a Reliant K song about it. That's how you should know.
I was just fucking singing that in my head.
Girls ask
Great
the
song.
guys, it's always a surprise. There's nothing better. Do you like my sweater? But I went to a Sadie Hawkins dance one time, and we like the house. It was always like, oh, somebody's parents are gonna be out of town, or they're gonna be doing something, so you're gonna have their house that they can use for the party. And then you had to find the guy that gets the alcohol. Then you had like everybody had like a role in it. And I got at the place that I worked, there was an older dude that I was like, yo, bro, if we give you money, will you buy us booze? And he was like, I guess, yeah, that's cool. And there was a liquor store right next to where I worked. I'm not going to say it because it's not even around anymore. I'm just going to be cool. And we don't like snitches around here. But the guy bought it, and then we were like, Everclear. Everclear's a great thing. It'll get everybody drunk, and we don't have to have a lot of it. Perfect idea. So like we were kids. We didn't know what to do. What is like 4 Everclears? 4 jugs of Everclear, like the big fucking handles of it. And got those, and then we went and bought a fuckload of the blue and yellow and random colored Gatorade jugs. I think were like 2-3 liter jugs of Gatorade, and then we were just pouring them into it, and then just mixing the whole Everclear thing, making just trash can punch basically. And we mixed it enough where like you didn't really taste it. Like we threw enough shit into it where it just tasted like it wasn't bad. And then we just proceeded to like drink nonstop. And you know, when you're younger, you don't realize how fucked up you get from liquor. And I remember at one point, just like everything started spinning. I passed out. And at some point in me passing out, and I don't even remember it, I like butt dialed or pocket dialed my parents. And my dad like answered and could tell I was fucked up. Couldn't tell where I was. Somehow figured it out. And then, man, I was in a whole lot of fucking trouble. So that was the dumbest thing I've done. Like, I lost my car for like a month or so. It was bad. It was bad. But that's just like, I don't know. That was what came to mind first, just because I knew that was really, really dumb. And then just like dumb high stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like high stuff is more just like awkward happenings. Like I went and was ordering breakfast one time a while ago, like a while back. And I was with Emma and the guy, I was like, can I get eggs and this and like whatever the thing I ordered for breakfast was. He's like, well, how'd you like your eggs? And I was like, oh shit, was not expecting a follow up. And it's one of those where you're just like not ready. But I was like, well done. And the guy just gave me like a look, and I was like, scrambled. Just scrambled. So like I didn't like do anything. It was just like awkwardness. I feel like and that's what comes from like being high, if we're in public that way. What about you guys? I know Robert, you don't really have any of those
always
stories,
not gonna
huh?
have one. I will go
Yeah, I
back
don't have
to,
one.
just like you in high school. We were at this party at our buddy's house, and we run out of beer. And he goes, well, I've got a couple handles of Taka. We can use that. And we were playing quarters, so I go, fine, let's just play quarters with vodka. So we pour it up, and we start playing.
Don't.
And somebody hits it, and then they're like, they give it to somebody, and like, oh, I don't want to take that. And I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. So this happens like 3 times where they don't want to take their shot. So I just, bam, I'm housing all of them. Then we stopped playing, and I was like, fuck it, dude, I want to keep going. And so I would point at somebody, I was like, dude, do a shot with me. They're like, yeah. So I poured both shots, I walk over to them, and they're like, never mind. Okay, bam, bam. I take them both down. I point at somebody else. Do a shot with me. Like, okay, I pour them both. I don't want to do it. Bam, bam. This happens like 2 more times. I probably did, after we were done with the beer, I probably did 10 more shots of vodka after that. And That's the last thing I remember. And I don't know what maybe I drank more in between this time. I'm not sure. But the next thing I remember is just walking through the party, trying to find somewhere to sit down. And like, I mean, this is a big party. All the sofas. The first place that I like opened a door and found somewhere to sit down was the bathroom. So my brain is just completely on autopilot at this point.
Right. You're like, good, sit. I sit. Be quiet.
And my brain just goes autopilot, lock door, pull down pants, sit on toilet. Didn't have to take a shit at all. It just, like I said, complete autopilot.
Toilet, pants down. Makes sense.
Pass the fuck out. Just done. Like 15 minutes later, apparently a line is outside the door. And my buddy's house uses the little house key to open it up and like pops his head and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I'm like, "Oh, what?" Don't realize. And then I guess he goes and tells my buddy like, "Oh no, Pat's in there." But I guess I looked passed out or whatever. So my buddy comes, and the next thing I remember, and I must pass out for like 5 more minutes, he fucking just kicks in the fucking door. So the bathroom goes, "Get up, I'm taking you home." And I try and stand up while pulling up my pants, face plant into the wall in front of me. Like, so then I'm just like on the ground, like shoulders and head, like on the ground and floor with my ass like uncovered up in the air. Finally get my pants up. He gets me in the car, drives me back to my house, and he gives my sister a heads up that we're coming. So then we get back home, and Kat's like, "All right, Pat, just be quiet going up the stairs." Because, like, the stairs, the start of them are right next to my parents' bedroom. I was like, "Okay, yeah, I got it." I get to the stairs and go, and start running up the stairs and face plant while doing it. So just make all this fucking noise. My dad wakes up, was like, "What the hell?" My sister had to be like, "Oh, Pat tripped," going.
Silly Pat.
I was like, "God damn." Like, so yeah, passing out on a shitter with my pants down while not taking a shit. Long story short, that's probably the dumbest
good.
that
I guess
did
so.
also.
Like, the one silver lining is like at least you hadn't like just like dropped a deuce and like stunk up the whole place.
Yeah.
Because that would have been bad. That would have been bad. So yeah, that's a pretty good one though. That's a pretty good one. Okay, that was a good question, Danny. That was a good question. I like
really
questions
good
like that. Made us think. Our final question we got of the week is from our girl Stephanie E. Bow Bow.
Day Bow Bow.
Stephanie Day Bow Bow. She is the official dog sitter of Past Creative. We all know that. E. Bow Bows, Bow Wows, and Meow Meows. You can go check them out on Facebook, and I believe on Instagram as well. And they'll take care of you. I know we're all kind of quarantined right now, but when everything ends up, gets better, you need somebody to watch your pets. I bet you Stephanie Bow Bow is gonna be able to take care of you. At Stephanie or on Twitter, that's it's Stephanie and then 5 E's with the Z before the ZY at the end of that. Stephanie on Twitter. And Stephanie says, if you could only say one word or phrase once for the week and not say anything else, what would you say?
So you get to say this thing one time and then you're silent.
And I don't think you can say anything else. That's the only thing you can say.
I'm gonna narrow it down. It's either gonna be go fuck yourself or are you fucking kidding me?
Because if it was a word, it would be fuck, right?
And I think it's gonna be are you fucking kidding me? Because if I can only say one thing all week, I'm gonna try and save it as long as I can. But then eventually somebody's gonna do something so stupid. I'm gonna go, are you fucking kidding me? And then bam, that's it. And like it'll probably be in traffic. Somebody does something stupid. I go, are you fucking kidding me? Bam, I'm done for the week. It'll be like Tuesday.
Okay. See, I was just like, fuck is very versatile because you can be like, fuck yeah.
But I think I'm going to go with the phrase and not just a word.
Right, but like.
If it's just a word, of course it's fuck.
Right. But like, I can't say like, fuck yeah if I'm upset. But like, I could say fuck yeah. Right? So it'd be like, fuck you, but it could also be like, have sex with you, but it could also be like, fuck yeah, I'm excited. So maybe that, fuck yeah. Slash fuck you. Can I get like a slash, like fuck yeah, slash you? So I think
so. You can do like, oh, fuck. So it could be like you stub your toe and you're like, oh, fuck. Or it could be like,
oh, fuck.
Or it could just be like,
oh,
you're getting blown and you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck is what I'd go with. That's a good one. Yeah, that's mine.
That one's probably the most versatile of all of it.
Fuck is a very
Actually,
versatile
are you
word.
fucking kidding me? Could be said in ecstasy as well, too.
Yeah, but it's usually, I feel like that has more of a negative connotation when you think about it.
It could, but, you know.
Not always, but it could, yeah. Bobby Jokes, what about you, bud? You probably
Here's
have
an
one that
interesting
doesn't
one.
curse.
Yeah, I was thinking I have no idea what it would be.
Well, that's not a good answer.
Maybe that's it. Maybe your saying would be, I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
That gets you out of a
Robert,
lot of
how do
things.
we get this? Can you get this working for us? I have no idea.
I have no idea. Yeah, just something that gets me out of the situation.
Don't ask me.
I don't want to deal with it.
You know what I feel like Robert to be? You got it, Chief.
On it.
On it. I like that.
On it's a good one, yeah. And I have no idea is also like just like, all right, well, because like sometimes like if you're like a new job and stuff, like you're like, hey, hi, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, do you know? I have no idea. Like, okay, all right, won't bother you anymore. Like, then you just move on. And then if somebody's like, usually it's just something somebody's asking you that they're hoping you know, and I have no idea. I don't want to deal with this guy. Then I'm out.
I think I know what Robert's would be. Just act like you're coming in and asking me something at work.
Oh, hey, Robert. How's it going, man? What's up, dude?
Pew pew.
And that definitely wouldn't be his. He hates pew
I was hoping you were gonna ask what's up. I was hoping you were gonna ask like, can you get this done? Pew pew with the finger pistols makes it seem like, yep.
That's a weird reaction that would then cause a follow up. That then responding with pew pew again would just be like,
no, you can't respond. That's it. That's all
right,
you get all week.
No, but like I'm saying, like
and
then you're like, that was my one. Sorry, like that would suck because like would your phrase then at that point just be like, I can only say one phrase and this is it.
It was like,
I apologize, but this is the only thing I'm allowed to say all week, and then I won't be able to speak again. And I had to use it on this just to explain why I'm not talking.
And I'm very sorry.
I'm like, wait, what did you just say? And you're like,
I hope you recorded that.
I think that's
you would
what
have to use that.
I think you're right. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a sentence explaining why you can't talk for the rest of the week. And they ask a follow-up, and then you're just gesturing like,
you have to like just carry your phone with record on all the time, so then you could just like play it and like, here, I can't say it again, but I can replay it to you from my phone.
You have cards like Arthur from Joker.
Here.
Hey, sorry, my silence.
I've already used my phrase.
I've already used my phrase.
I've used that phrase this week. Please enjoy writing with me.
Please don't kick my ass on a train.
I can do sign language. I could mime for you.
See, I'd have to mime. I can't sign. I know. Thank you.
Sign well either. I know. Thank you too. Thank you too. So yeah, that's a good one. We had some good questions, guys. Thank you.
Real thought provokers.
Well done, fam. At @PassingGradePod, #PTG Answers. You can email them to us, answers@PassingGradePod.com. Guys, what's up with the reviews? I don't want to be that guy, but like we haven't gotten some reviews. We haven't gotten any more reviews in a while. Get the fuck on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you're at. Preferably iTunes. iTunes is the one that really like we're trying to move up in those charts for. Like they keep a good number on like who's where. But like
I'll even give you a format. Here's what you do. And maybe get drunk or high first if that's going to help you. What you do is you write.
Gotta be the 5 stars.
You write like Alex, Robert, Pat, and next to each one of us, you just give a quick little blurb or like just description of like fat guy that can't shut the fuck up and stop talking over people. Alex is just like bearded dick. Robert's like, why is he here? Like just bearded like that's dick. A format that you can use. Just try and that way you don't even have to think of anything. You just the first thing that pops into your head when you
think
on a
boat, us, I'm gonna name it the Bearded Dick. I don't know why it sounds like a boat name.
But yeah, that's a template you can use. Just write each of our names and then the first thing that pops into your mind.
But like,
and in fact, right now, everyone, what's the first thing that pops in your mind when you think of each one of us? Just write it down and then go throw it as a review.
It's iTunes, man. Just go to the iTunes, 5 stars, and then roast the fuck out of us. You got to use 5 words because then we show up in the like reviews thing. But then that helps us show up higher. More people listen, then you guys get to be like, we were the OGs. We were on board before they really got taken off. You know, like Like,
And at
hopefully
the
we'll be
end,
making
right-
millions. Then we're throwing these huge events. You guys are a part of it. We hire our friends because you guys are already listening. Like, that's how it works. Like, that's how it goes, guys. Just
At the
help
end,
the
just
pirate
put
ship get
5
going.
stars would recommend, no matter what amount of shitting on us you just did.
5 stars would recommend. Like,
No, I'm
4
saying
words.
I'm saying after, at the end of the review, like when you just know what you just said about all 3 of us, then at the end you just still say, like if you say Pat, he's an idiot, Robert's dumb, Alex is a dick. Like whatever you say, then at the end you still say 5 stars would recommend.
Pat's fat. Alex is dumb.
Whoa!
Robert's an idiot, or whatever it was. You go write that, and then like 5 stars would recommend.
To my grandmother.
Then like, yeah, my grandma listens. Just say go and just say my grandma listens to this every single week. 5 out of 5 stars, and then give us 5 stars. And like, if you can't think of anything else, just give us that.
Wholesome
We'll be like,
content.
everybody's great. Yeah, just like make it seem like we're for children. Like, do that.
Yes.
Like, my son loves this podcast.
I'm going to have to pew Barney next week just to trick him in.
But you guys go give us a 5-star review, please. We want to show up higher on iTunes. Like we can do it, guys. If you just give us those reviews, the reviews mean a lot more than we can like even explain, and just how high we can go up on those charts and everything. And it helps us a lot with getting sponsors and whatnot. But it's still fucking weird. I can't wait till we can all do this live. But this is fun that we still get to do the podcast regardless. Go and make sure you're watching Alex's Race Wars every day at 5:30 typically on my Instagram channel at Alex J Middleton. And that's all I got. Anybody else got anything?
Vaccinate your kids, I guess. I don't know.
I guess you want to get political.
It's not really political. That's just anti-dumb people.
Go back and listen to the Ivory Hecker episode that was from Monday if you haven't already, and be sure to tune in to the Dusty Rhodes episode, the Monday episode next week, because that is
sounds like a
gonna be
90s wrestler.
an awesome. There was a wrestler named Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, that's probably who it was. Okay.
But go check out the episode with Dusty Rhodes. She's amazing, and it was a really fun interview. And until we talk to you guys next time, pass the gravy. Yep. Bitches!
When I was young, me and my mama had beef. 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. The back at the time, I never thought I'd see your face. Ain't a woman alive that could take